Good afternoon, everybody. It's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me at my messy desk. And Saturday means it is book page play day, so I've been looking forward to this one. Just realised I've got a bit of a scratchy throat. Might have to stop and have a drink, I'll see. But for now, let's get started. So today's video, I think I said to you yesterday that I knew what I was doing, and I was inspired by somebody who had seen do a book page pocket that we had done. Oh, well, I think they've been around forever. I don't know if it was me that did it or if I followed somebody else a couple of years ago in Tanya's Facebook group challenge, which was book page, using a book page. We made this pocket then out of book page. But it's Mary I'm talking about at Passion for Paper. She made some with a bit of a twist, and I really liked them, and it really inspired me to make some more from the book page. I think she used her coffee dyed paper, if I remember rightly, but yeah, it's a similar sort of thing that I'm going to do. So, well, let's see. This is the pocket. Okay, I'm sure you all remember. Well, if you've been around a while, you'll remember it. If not, I'm going to show you how to make it anyway. That's the pocket. And it's a loaded pocket, so you put lots of things in it. This is the one that I made after watching Mary, so I have loaded it. It's got lots of bits and pieces in, so it's a fabulous pocket for, you know, an eclectic journal or for Happy Mail, as most of these filled pockets are. Look, I've got lots and lots of stuff in it, which is brilliant. But the thing that she did that inspired me was she made scrappy paper pads and put them in the back. And they were all neutrals, so all coffee dyed papers and what have you. And I thought, what a good idea to make, you know, a scrap pad like that out of your book page, especially these vintage ones, you know, where somebody might want to use them elsewhere in the journal. Obviously they could gesso over them and write on them if they wanted to. I mean, I've left places where it could be a journal spot on this one. This was my first one, so it's kind of my prototype after being inspired. They're all stitched together with just a bit of lace on the top. So, you know, this is a vintage piece out of this vintage notebook that I've got. So, you know, that can be journaled on. So that was my original one, and that kind of gives the back of the pocket a bit of stability. And what she did that I didn't do when I made these a couple of years ago was she stitched across the bottom. If you remember, the bottom's open. I'll show you again in a minute. I think we glued, which of course you can do if you don't stitch. You can glue the bottom shut, absolutely no problem. But then you've got all these lovely, and of course I can't remember where everything was, but I don't suppose it matters. All these lovely pockets and tucks and smaller pieces. I mean, I just put some coffee dyed bits out of my scraps box. That's a tea card. That's another scrap of embossed paper in there. I've got quite a few of these. I've brought them out somewhere. I did these quite a long time ago, using up scraps. This was another using up scraps, was sticking words on, you know, scraps and strips of paper. Where'd it go? Did I put it back with those? Was it that one? Yeah. But rather than stick it on, I did get them out and think I'd stick them on, but they're very personal, aren't the words? Some I like and some I don't, you know, to have on my ephemera. So I thought if I just tuck one in each pocket there, the person could, if they wanted to, you know, still use it and glue it on, or, you know, use it elsewhere, or discard it, whichever. This is one of my clusters that I've used up, which again was, I think some of them were using scraps, some of them were using up book pages, as you can see, that one. I've not got too many, but I have had these a while, so I've got quite a few sitting round. These are the ones that I made on lace. Yeah, so I thought what a good place to use these up as well. So this was a really big book page that I made this one on. Oops, don't you want to stay in? That's it. And of course you could load it up more. That would take a lot more. You could do them with pretty papers. You could do them with the coffee dyed like Mary did. You could do them with anything, you know, digitals, scrapbooking paper, or, you know, pages out of books that have got images and things in them. You know, the Laura Ashley book I like to use, the Liberty book, the William Morris book. You know, you could make them out of anything. Anyway, Denise, let's stop talking and make one. I've got a few here. So here's one that I made out of a smaller one. I'll show you in a minute. And here's one that I've made and haven't stitched or glued yet. So, you know, you can do them whatever size suits you. And of course, I've got all this. I know you can't see it all, but I've got all this still on my desk. You know, from last week's crafting. I've got all these bits of lace to the side of me here from last week's crafting. I've got just little things, random things sitting around. Look, I've got a stamp. I've got this lovely piece of lace. All sorts of... I've got the clusters from yesterday's video sitting here. They could go on or in it. Oh, I've got a tease here. Look, I've got a bundle of wedding dress lace. Look at that. Told you I got a wedding dress. I've been cutting it up. Isn't that beautiful? Now I'm going to create some fabric packs, so you will be able to get your hands on a couple of these should you, you know, want one. Inspiration packs. I'm going to put some fabric and all sorts of things in them. So, yes, in the not too distant future, hopefully. Yep, I've got bits here. Look, die cuts, images. I've literally got stuff all over my desk. If this is you and you like to use just what's on your desk, yeah, another great idea for it. So, what are we doing? So I've pulled some forward. So I've pulled two big ones out, and this one that I made this out of, and it's stuck because I've glued two pages together to make it a little bit thicker of that one. What's this? No. What else shall I make? I think 3 will be enough, don't you? Yeah, you'll get the idea, but you can make them out of the smaller pages, and obviously you'll get a much smaller pocket each time, which would be nice, you know, to put in your journal, the smaller, you know, so if you only got book pages that size, you'll make lovely journal size pockets out of them, as opposed to, you know, big Happy Mail pockets. So let's do the really big one first. So this is an index. So you get your page landscape. I have to think about that, and you pull your bottom right corner up until it goes past the top. Now what you want is a bit of a pointy V, I suppose, upturned V at the top there. You don't have to get it exact, but you know, when you've got it somewhere near, just put a fold across the bottom. That's all you've done. Just fold that up like that, and you've got a V. You can make it smaller or wider, depending very much on the size of your page, the shape of your page as well. And then you fold it up. Now this one, I've got the pocket on the right hand side, so I'll be tucking the left side into it. If you wanted it the other way, just turn your page over. Oh, is that right? No, must be the way you do this, because I know I've done some left and some right, and I thought that was why. Oh, okay, that will become more evident the more I make, no doubt. It's confused me. So you tuck it in, and then it will move. It will move, you know, to be quite a tall one, or you can have a nice wide, flat, squat one. I kind of move it around until I like what I'm seeing here, I guess. You know, the shape and the size there. And when you've got it where you want it, make sure your bottom pieces are in line is best. Again, not essential. Oops. But if they're in line, it just looks neater when you've either stitched it or glued it. Okay, when they're in line, squash them down, and then you can squash up your sides. And that is your pocket. Where have I got a little... I must have a pointy thing on this table somewhere. Crikey, a pointy thing. A tag is what I meant. Oh, here's one. Here's a piece of tin. Oh, it's a long one. So we've got that pocket there, 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 and there. You could put another tuck on there if you wanted to, but it is open. Probably be better doing it there. It is open at the bottom and that middle one there, which is why you need to either glue or stitch it across there. But that's about it. Ink it if you want to first, which I think I did with that one. Yeah, ink around the edges before is much easier, before you fold your paper up. When you've got it to this stage, another thing I'm not doing, but Mary did, so I don't want to steal her thunder. She took it apart. Well, she put a little mark on the front here, so she knew what was the front. Kind of a little mark there and a little mark there, so she knew you know, which was which. And then if you want to sew something on there, or perhaps put a brad in, you know, anything that you need to be hidden behind before you glue it, you can now do. I think she put clusters, I think she stitched clusters on there. So she opened it out again and went to a machine and stitched them on, and then folded it back. I'm not going to do that because I like that one, it's got stitching on it anyway. I've got lots of things to be stuck on it without me having to do that. So this, you know, very easily go back together, she says. I've recreased that, so it must be a slightly different shape. And that's what you've got. You stitch it along the bottom and you end up with that, which I really, really like. I do like the stitched one, I must admit. So I had another one that wasn't stitched somewhere. What did I do with it there? I'm going to put those in a pile. And let's do this one. So this one is much thicker. This one is this one. And it's much, much stronger. So this is what it would be like using scrapbook paper, I think. So I think I'll have that bit at the top because it's raggedy from taking the book apart, and I want to keep that. And I quite like that side, that's got the gluey bit, so I'll put that on the inside. You know, tore it with the glue. Okay, I hope I'm in camera because I have moved. Now this one's going to be handy because I've got a line of writing I can use to make sure I'm doing it straight. Shall I go there? Yeah, I've moved the camera because, well, as you know, I've got a new phone, a new camera. So that one's going to go that way, is it? Nope, that one's still going to go that way. How strange. And yeah, I'm still learning how to use it. So it is the iPhone 15 Pro, which is for making films and videos on, but I think it's for making films for the cinema on. It's very complicated. There's a lot of things that are set for you that you know, you don't necessarily want, but finding out that they're actually there and how to unset them is a minefield. So yeah, yesterday's was slightly overexposed. The table here looked very, very bright, so you couldn't see what I was doing. I hope that's not the case today, but I'm going to have to do a few films and fiddle until I work out. I didn't ink that one either, did I? Until I work out, you know, just what I want. So let's ink this one, because I do want to have a few ready-made. I mean, look, it's naturally distressed on the edge anyway, but again, you could take those off if you wanted to. I quite like them. This is the last one, and then we'll have a look at those scrappy notebooks that she put in it, because I've made some of those and I've thoroughly enjoyed making those. I don't know which bit is more fun. Filling this with all the luscious... I'm just wondering if I can show you how to do it the other way. Yeah, that's it. So turn it inside out. And you have done some with the left... with the pockets on the left. Isn't that nice with all that going there? Might be a bit of a pain sticking stuff in it, but yeah, that's it. So when you folded it, turn it inside out and refold it if you're not getting the shape you want. That's not quite in the bottom there. Let me refold it a little. Now's the time to do it. That's it. That's better. That's it. So it's quite forgiving, so it's nice and, well, straight enough now at the bottom. And again, I'm going to stitch these because I do love them stitched. Okay, so that's how you make those. Now this pocket scrappy book that Mary made, I have made some more smaller with a mixture of the book page. I know it's brilliant for using little pieces of your book page up. You know, if you've got vintage, I use a lot of vintage book page, and they're just too nice. You know, when I've got something like that, they're just too nice to throw away, aren't they? You know, whether you use them for writing on, just for admiring, or, you know, if you tear them and use them for collage, whatever, they're just too nice to throw away, and aren't they beautiful, just put together like that? So I've just scruffily sewn them. I haven't gone fancy with the sewing. So you can see it's got a book page on the back there. A little bit of my coffee dyed paper. Another one out of that notebook. Another one of my vintage. So I've put more, well, I've put 3 in there, have I? Yeah, 3 places where you could just journal amongst the vintage papers in here. And then this one, I put a lovely bit of floof that was on my desk. Remember this has been on my desk a while. I've been using it up for a few days. I just folded it up so it was all on there, and you could just have it dangling down, but I wanted to see the book page underneath. Bit of crocheted yarn under there, a little bit of my William Shakespeare. I think that's an ephemera piece that came, but it looks like, you know, handwriting. I like it. It's really nice paper. You could write on the back of it. Yep, I won't go on and explain every piece, but I thought about putting a stronger piece on the back as well for it going in and out. I've not filled any of these. Let's find one that I'd like in it. If it sticks out at the back a little bit taller, it adds a bit, especially with the lace and what have you, it adds a bit more. Be nice with bling on here, or, you know, some kind of other decoration on top. Words, I think Mary had on hers, if I remember rightly. So yeah, I'll leave that one in there. I had more. They're here. So this one, again, book page. So, you know, it's a using up book page video, so we are. Some of my bits and pieces of coffee dyed. I even put a little ticket in there, look. And some of that, I forget what it's called, the glittery net type thing. I've left most of the strings, haven't pulled them, left them tatty. So which one have we looked at? That one, that one. This is another bit of that lovely trim sent to me by Tanya. Book page, tiny piece of digital, look, too nice to throw away. That's Alice book page. That's a piece of, it says bride on the back, look. Graphic 45. I mean, these, just sitting and making these are so much fun. So book page, some wedding dress net, some embossed paper, scrap, another piece of that. I mean, aren't they're just lovely on their own. If all you do is make those, do some, because gosh, they're beautiful. And then of course I didn't go any further than make them and put that on the top, but you can then go through and put lovely bits like this. You know, just stick the end on or put the whole thing on. All these bits off my desk. One of those. Can't think what it's called. Oh, somebody sent me some lovely dangles the other day. Who sent me dangles and what did I do with them? They're in one of my drawers. Right, I won't look now because I've got enough stuff out, but they on here, just tied on with a little bit of cotton. There were little tiny die cut ones. It was Deborah, yeah. They will be brilliant on there, tied on there, so I will dig them out and put some on. I mean, you could put your, you know, bits of die cut. You get the idea. You just, no end of things you can do with it. So they're my scrap. That's me made one. They're my scrappy bits. Let's fill the rest of this. Those two want sewing. This is sewn. We've got a scrap pad in it, so let's fill the rest of this. So we're filling it. Do you mind? And then we'll make a scrap pad together, I think. I mean, that's a lovely piece of Tim Holtz, isn't it? Doesn't necessarily need anything doing to it. Just going to round the bottom too. You know, it could be written on, could be taken out and used in a journal, all those things. I like that bit showing. Go that way, that's it. Right, let's not put any more Tim Holtz in. Of course, you can put more of your book page in. I think this calls for a scrap box, really, doesn't it? Is it Sunday? How confusing. It's not. Yeah, look, a lovely piece of Edith Holden. Are you going to be too tall? Let's fold it. Let's fold it over so that the whole thing is going in the... Yeah, that's nice. So it was all the different neutrals as well that grabbed me from, you know, caught my attention from Mary's video. What have we got in here? Fold that on its side and put it in. That's a piece of Happy Mail. I'm just loving all the brown tones. I've been working with the beautiful colours, and I still am actually, but it is rather nice to that's nice, have that lovely side there. fact, I could even do it sideways like that. That's nice. It is nice to do something in the neutrals as well, because it was my first love. It's not my only love, but it was my first love. Oh, look, a strip of vellum. Yeah, so they're going to be such fun things to film. Let's choose one of these to put in it. Dream big, that sounds good, doesn't it? Dream big. Oh, I also stenciled on that one, which I haven't done on here. So let's just do it on this little bottom here, corner. Oops. Just my little Tim Holtz swirl. Just a bit of a pretty, yep. Lovely. And then I stuck one of those on, didn't I? Couldn't move for that. I stuck one of these clusters on, so let's do that. No, I don't mind a little pop of colour on it here. Yeah, I like that one. So let's put that on. It's lovely to use the things that you've made. Not to use them up and get them out of the way particularly, but although that does allow you to make more. But to, I think that needs a bit of fabric tack on it. You know, to actually use them, you've gone to the trouble of making them. And it's a little bit sad. It's the opposite of hoarding. It's a little bit sad when they just sit there and you're not pulling them for things. So yeah, let's stick one on there like that. You could put it on as a tuck, one of those, and tuck things behind it. So what have we got going on in here? That's it. Let's put some glue lids on. Where's my pretty beads? Still working well for me at the moment. Thank you, Debbie. Deborah. I don't know if you're Debs, is it? I'll call you Deborah until I know different, because I know not everybody likes the names being shortened. So what else have we got here? So much to choose from. That's the problem, isn't it? Fleet Street. That might be nice on there. It's just got a bear bit up there. You know me and bear pieces. I can't bear to have them. Okay, how long have I been on? Oh, not that long at all. That seems strange. I feel like I've been here forever. That's good. So let's move this one out of the way, otherwise I'm going to grab things out of it, but where I can find it at the end. I think I want something tall and sticking out there. Now I did have one of those cards. What have I done with them? Oh, they're right over there. I'm not going to grab. I'm going to grab over there. Yeah, so bits of ephemera that I've got sitting around also would be nice, you know, using those up. But I haven't brought any across with me. There's a nice piece. Oh, that's nice. All these bits and pieces out of the scrap box. Lovely. So they'll go in, all your bits will go in here, and they'll all go in the scrapbook as well. So you know, you're spoilt for choice, really. I'm thinking I'd like that, a bit of white in there. So we've got that Edith, and we've got the notebook. Yeah, I'd like a fancy top on it. I think I've got some fancy scissors here. Don't know if I'll like it when I've done it, but I'm going to try it. That's it. And I might like just a pop of colour. We use some more pink taffy, seeing as it's out. Oh, lush. Lovely. You know, should whoever wants to use this piece of paper not want the pink, it would soon either tear or cut off the edge. But it should just pop, you know, give a bit of pop in here. I mean, it's all very much personal preference, isn't it, what you're sticking in here. How much, how little. I'm just looking for one of those little pink. Can I find one now? No. What did it say? Le Petit Journal or something. Yeah, there it is. I'm just wondering if that would be nice, just stuck on there. It would. And I'm just going to stick the end like that. So again, it can be removed and used but it's still there, peeking out and being beautiful. I've just remembered that, yes, what's the name? Mary, at A Passion For, did some stamping on it as well, which looked really nice. And I've said to you many times, I don't use my stamps enough. What can I stamp on? Just stamp on that. Yeah. I'm going to use this because it's the nearest waterproof one that I've got, should whoever wants to coffee dye the paper, and it is Finesse from Spectrum Noir. Right, I'm going to stamp this on something because it looks a bit bunged up. It might just be the way it looks. I don't want to spoil it on that piece. Oh, yeah, see that edges. What have I got here? Okay, don't press it in so hard, Denise. That's probably the thing to do. Yeah, let's try it. Try it, but just press the middle, see if I can. Not the edge. I hope that was on camera. Perfect. It was worth all the trial and error. Where were you? Just in there. Yeah, lovely. So you can go on and on and on, you know, lace, beads, glue. I could go on and on and on. That is quite a fat, happy mail, isn't it? Or pocket. So, I made one of those with you. I've made those with you. Let's do a couple of these because these are just addictive. And again, you can stick all this bits and pieces that I've got sitting here can be stuck on them as well. Right, so I pulled some bits out to put in there, but I didn't put them in, so we can put them in this. It's not a problem. So I do want to use up some of the book page that's sitting around on my desk. So let's start with a piece of book page. I'm going to grab by feel. So let's hope there's not a clunk. Yeah, that's the one. A piece of you know, a bit stronger scrapbooking paper, stuff that's been in here a long time. There's a black and white there. Oh, these are those edge strips. These would be nice in here. Let's use one of those. That'll do. That'll do too, that, won't it? Oops, put that back. What's going on there? Oh, that's tomorrow's journal that we need to finish. So yeah, we'll have this one the longest. Just tear it and, oh, see what we get, I was going to say, and we've got that lovely white like that. Stop them in. Yeah, I pulled this piece of scrapbooking paper out. Lovely. Let's have some more. That's that one that I've... This is a bit of science book paper. That's on my book page paper. What did I do with it? Oh, this is one of my favourites, this shorthand book. Okay, let me take, where's the ruler? I don't like to lose any of it, but I want it a little bit thinner, so I'm going to take the margin off there. That can be used elsewhere. Yeah, that's better. So that can go on. I actually want that bit on here because it's slightly different, you know, the shorthand itself. And then we want a piece of paper to write on. So back in the scrap box again. No, not that scrap box. That scrap box. Yes, I have several. Okay, that's tomorrow's task, like I say. Oh, not got much. It's still fairly empty in here, isn't it? Oh, that's nice. Let's have a piece of that. With this doily on this side. Right, don't fall, just sit nice. Yeah, I like the doily piece. Let's just splurge and have the whole doily. There we go. So the more I dig in there, the more little bits I make here at the side. But So you're going to kind of go in there, I think, aren't you? Like I say, if you don't like the just the plain look, just the plain neutrals look, that's what I was trying to say, you can pop some colour in there. I think I'm putting too much in. I think there's enough in there. You don't want them too thick. What sort of lace shall I have across the top? No, I want something a bit stronger, a bit heavier than that. So we've got this. Yeah, let's have that. Now I'm going to stitch this, so I'm going to, might as well do those as well, hadn't I? Let's do another one, and then I can stitch two. Will that one go in there? It might actually, so let's do a small one. Then I can stitch two at once. So let's use more of what we had, make a smaller one. That should do, yeah. Take the green off, because that's quite nice. Take you off there. A bit of Tim Holtz on the back, shall we? Oh, in the middle even, yeah, in the middle. What else have I got? Oops. Piece of blue, yeah. Let's do that. Seeing as they're out, I nearly had my finger in that. I think I like it that side. Yep. How many more? I want a couple more, don't I? I'm just seeing what these are. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Let's use that, and I want some lace. Ooh, no, let's not go over the top. That's nice. So let's have a bit of netting if I can find some. I've got loads somewhere here. Here we go. I haven't got me scissors. I've been sat down on the sofa downstairs cutting up this wedding dress. And that's where my scissors are. Should put it all on. No, it's a bit too square. That's it. Well, I don't know how it'll end up on, but because it'll change when I stitch it. Oops, come back. And I'm going to just, I was going to put a safety paper clip, safety pin, just so I don't lose it while I'm getting my sewing machine out, and I'll be back in a second with it stitched, them both stitched, and those two pockets stitched. I haven't inked them again, look. Yeah, okay, won't be a tick. Okay, there we go. So I've stitched them both down at the bottom. I've stitched these across. Now I found those these little tags that Deborah sent me, and I've just attached one there, just stitched it through that lace at the top, so it can be stitched up. It can be, you know, cut off or undone and used, or it can be written on as a label there. So I'm going to put one on this one that I've just made as well. So I did it by, because I can't tie knots very well. Where's the needle gone? If I haven't got the needle, I can't show you. Can't have gone far. There it is. I'll have just thrown it, look. So I've just got some very fine crochet cotton, really. I just threaded a needle with it. Just one thread. Which one should we have on here? The green or the brown? Quite like that green one, actually. And all I did was found where I wanted it to go through, so probably just through there, like that. Leave a thread at the end, pop it through there. You can probably do it without the needle, but I have big fingers for tying knots and things like that, so I just, you know, got it to the size I wanted it, tied a knot, and then cut off any excess. Just so it's a little dangle. Of course, you could put it on with a brad. You could glue it on. You could put it on with a bulb pin, that kind of thing. Yeah, so it's just how I like that one. I like the way that one's hung down completely. That one I just went through once. That one I went through the whole thing. Yeah, so they're nice. I told you that would end up being a bit wild. Shall I cut it? the fold in it. That's it. That's better. It's laying flatter now. Okay, so they're nice little additions as well. We've got threads. I like quite a bit of the thread showing. Okay, so let's have a look what we did then. Shall we fill the two that we've... Well, there's another two there waiting to be stitched. Didn't realise. I was going to say, shall we fill these? I didn't look how long I'd been before I turned the camera off, so I've no long how I've been. Right, you're going to go... You're not tall enough for there, really, but we'll have you in that bit. You can always put a tall piece of card behind. I want a smallish one for in here. You? Yeah, go on in. In you go. Lovely. So there, spare pads over there. Let's fill this just with some bits off the desk, shall we? Oh, I did bring these. Yeah, that's right. So I wanted to put some stickers on here. Let's see if I can get them open. And are they stickers? I think they are. They could be rub-ons. They're from Tanya. So she thought she'd sent me some rub-ons. I put these away thinking they were stickers. So let's see. Oh no, I think they're stickers. How can it? What's the difference between them? How can you tell? That's a washi, isn't it? Yeah, it's just been cut off a big sheet, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a washi sticker. And I just thought it would be lovely over the book page. Yeah, look, that book page is ever so slightly showing through. And I chose two, so I could do it on here as well. And they match colour-wise. Got a pop of that green from the teacups. Oh, I was doing well, wasn't I, opening one? Oh dear. Just bear with me. Or fast forward me. I wish I could fast forward me sometimes when I'm doing this. Do it for myself. Yeah, I know I could if I went in and edited, but that's never going to happen. So those of you that don't want me to, don't worry. That's way too time consuming. I've had a look at it just out of interest. Yeah. Even when I'm not last minute Lily. Yeah, I like that one there. So what was we going to stick on here? If we're going to do them, let's do them. Some of these words as well. Nobody's perfect. Let's have that one in there. Just so I remember to let your dreams, live your dream with passion. That's quite a nice one with that stamp on. Can we see? Can we see what we're playing with here? We just want a little tiny one. They're all quite big, aren't they? I don't very often make tiny. Oh, we might be all right here. Embellishments. My get out is you can always tear them down, but you can't always tear them down really tiny. So I'm embellishing on this side because if you remember we put the tuck on that side. Yeah, let's put that on there. I know there's so much going on the desk you probably can't even differentiate what I'm actually creating, but I will push it all to one side in a moment and let you look. I'm hopefully having a full day playing on this desk today, so I'm hoping a lot of it's going to disappear. Neil's got that bit on there again. Look, Neil's first day back at work. He's got three shifts. Let's have that bit there. And I think I might just turn it into a tag shape. He's got 3 shifts, so hopefully I will get to, if my back behaves, it's better today. It's not completely better, but it's better than it has been. If my back behaves, I might get my desk tidied and a couple of films made and something put on Etsy. You know, dream big with passion. That's what it says. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's nice. And I'll see how much of it I get done and I don't get done. Right, you're out of the scrappybook. I don't want things out of the scrappybook in there as well. I really want some bits of ephemera in it. Don't I? There's nothing there ephemera-wise. Oh, I suppose these are. Ooh. Shall we squirrel nutkin and wise old owl? Yeah, look, the squirrels are just popping out. That's nice. And what other bits have I got here? I've got another little. Yeah, you might go nice in there. We've got a little bit of pop of colour. I don't think we want any more. We want one of these, don't we? Nobody's Perfect journal. Where's all the others gone? Good times. It's probably too big to go in that front bit. Have it in there. A stamp. Let's have a stamp. I had one sitting here, didn't I? I did. It's gone. Never mind. There's a little ticket there. And I think this wants something on it. What's this? Oh, it's got a number. I like a number. Yep, let's have that. So I kind of filled that quick, but it's still pretty. So you can fill them as quick or as slowly and carefully as you like. Like I say, some bling or buttons or things up there would be lovely too. Okay, so let me just push back everything apart from what we're going to look at. Nothing there. Back you go. Right, are we clear? So they're the pads. So these are the full. There's the one I started with, a big one, and it is full. There's one that we did together. Not very full. I've barely put anything. In fact, there's only a scrapbook in there, I realised, and that. So that needs filling. Mega full. That one. Gonna go up a bit, yeah. Cute one, more colour on it. And then these lovely scrappy pads that don't have to go in these. These could go anywhere. Let's try and put those separate as well. And like I say, you can stamp on them and put pretties on them and have loads of fun with them. Okay, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I always enjoy my Saturday and Sunday video plays, but that I really enjoyed. So I hope you go off and have a play with. You've made them before or not, because like I say, I have made those before. They're just such lovely fun when you revisit them. Okay, have a lovely day. I hopefully will see you back tomorrow for scraps on Sunday, because we're going to be finishing the scrappy journal that we started last week, and it is going to be a giveaway. So, but I'll talk to you more about that tomorrow. Okay, have a lovely day and see you soon. Bye for now.